Well, qualifying for the team automatically was one of my main goals for this year. I knew going into the Desert Classic that I was going to have that week in the 4 majors, so I was going to have 5 events to earn enough points to be an automatic. And from my 3 previous Ryder Cups of making the team automatic.
Very on brand for Tyrrell Hatton.
Well, qualifying for the team automatically was one of my main goals for this year. I knew going into the Desert Classic that I was going to have that week in the 4 majors, so I was going to have 5 events to earn enough points to be an automatic. And from my 3 previous Ryder Cups of making the team automatically, I wanted to keep that going. So I thought I'd blown that chance after the Sunday I had at the Open, but then Luke called me on the Sunday night of Indy, which was the I'm trying to think what the end of the second FedEx event. He called me to say that the guys weren't earning points in Atlanta and that I'd actually made the team automatically. And that was obviously a very nice phone call to receive, and I was I was over the moon, to be honest. And then also John had just won the individual, so we had a bit of a tear up, and that was a messy night in the end.
Sign of things to come maybe from Bethpage?
I do not want to feel that bad the next day. That was aggressive. I won't go into the details of what state that I woke up to, but if you want to know, I'll tell you. When I did actually get back into the room, I fell across the bed sideways and face down in that position, and then I've woken myself up throwing up in that position. I've then fallen back asleep in that position, and then as I've woken up, I've got like sick all down my arms, both sides, all down my shirt. I get off the bed, like walk around to the bathroom, look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my god, I've got sick in my face, in my beard. How I set an alarm to make the flight for the few hours time, I don't know. Then waking up in a slightly more sober state was horrendous, and having to clean up that. I mean, I ended up calling Emily. I was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I was rushing to make the room somewhat acceptable before leaving. I ended up stripping the bed, leaving some cash and a note saying I was really sorry, I was sick on the bed in the night, please throw in the trash. But I feel like I did the right thing upon leaving, but I was in a pretty bad state.
Sounds like a remake of The Hangover.
Yeah, I don't want to get to that state again, to be honest.
Do you recommend any apples for a night out? Do you recommend any apples for a night out?
I think if you saw the room that we were just sat in drinking, you'd be like, what are you doing? But it ended up being fun. Well, I fell asleep at the table, and then I ended up getting woken up, and everyone had basically left. So it shows I was good crack at the end of the night anyway.
What were you drinking specifically?
Well, I had like 6 glasses of wine at dinner, and then I had a double gin and tonic, but I drunk that at a very normal rate. And then John was deciding what he wanted, and he said Disaronno sour, so I was like, perfect, go on them. So they just go down very easily. And then I was an idiot and started the chant of basically getting someone to down it, which then every cocktail that then followed was a shot. So we then ran out of Disaronno sour. The guy at the bar made some hazelnut sour, which wasn't great, and there was a few of them. Then there was a margarita, and then there was this strawberry vodka thing. God, it was aggressive. Yeah, it was horrible, but I mean, it was funny at the time.